I think all of us as Warriors fans are asking ourselves the same question. Does Kuminga belong on the Warriors next season? Obviously, he was benched for a large portion of the Houston series until garbage time, but in the Minnesota Timberwolves series, Kuminga showed something different. In today's film review, we're going to really break down some of the different things I thought I saw from Kuminga and how I think that could translate into next season. But also, look on the other side of the coin on a couple of things he might need to work on. Early in this play, the Warriors are in semi-transition, Guy Santos gets the ball, and Draymond Green is going to be initiating the offense at the top of the key. What you're going to see right here is Rudy Gobert is in a pretty heavy drop, allowing Draymond Green to shoot this shot every single time. But Pods here is going to set a nice screen onto Naz Reid, and you're going to see there's an open pass towards basically the wing position with Kuminga. Kuminga gets the pass, and look, Naz Reid's going to go under the screen every single time versus somebody like Kuminga, which gives Kuminga a lot of space. I think this is where the offseason starts. Kuminga working on his three and working on, if he's set up from three-point land, making that shot each and every day and getting that three-point shot right in the basket. That's going to really open up the Warriors' offense and really allow him to play on the offensive end with Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green in the starting lineup, because that's really the only way we can see him getting heavy minutes and being worth the price of admission. Right here, I want you to notice Kuminga's tenacity. So Jaden McDaniels puts up the shot, and look at Jonathan Kuminga go in and head for that rebound. He's going to sky right up there and get the rebound over somebody like Julius Randle. I just want to really highlight that because that's something Steve Kerr has talked about repeatedly on and off, that there's just not the tenacity from Kuminga to get these rebounds, these contested rebounds, even though he's such a big athlete and definitely more athletic even than somebody like Julius Randle. In this next clip right here, I think this is something we'll see a lot from Kuminga next season, initiating offense. He basically gets the ball as soon as he comes up the court, and he's basically going to go one-on-one against someone like Naz Reid, and he's able to finish up and over basically two really tall defenders in Rudy Gobert and Naz Reid, and able to get that shot in. And that's something I think Kuminga has worked on clearly as he's been out of the lineup, and really showcased versus the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have a pretty good defense and one of the best rim protectors in Rudy Gobert right here. This next clip right here, once again, he's initiating offense in a semi-transition way, and Rudy Gobert is kind of basically in the paint because he's not really worried about GP2 shooting a shot. So Kuminga does a nice job of basically staying even with Naz Reid and using his athleticism to finish. And that's a different element he definitely could provide the Warriors if this continues and he continues this evolution. Right here in this next clip, there's this kind of a screen set here by Draymond Green, getting Naz Reid onto him, and he's able to kind of get around. But I think the Timberwolves here do a good job of realizing that basically Kuminga is the only offensive threat, and he's not that great at initiating yet. I think one of my friends earlier has really talked about how Kuminga could potentially work like a Giannis type, where he goes into the paint, draws two, and kicks out. He's not that great at kicking out yet, though. I think actually the Pods pass was probably a better option in this specific clip, but he tries to thread it over to GP2, and it really leads to a turnover, which is not ideal. And I think Kuminga really needs to work on that next season if he's going to be that standout player that we all want to see him be. This next clip right here, we have Jimmy Butler initiating. And you see Kuminga is going to kind of go along the three-point line, guarded by arguably one of the best defenders on the Timberwolves in Anthony Edwards. Guy Santos kind of shoots up the shot right here, and Looney's able to get the rebound. And just look, this is Jonathan Kuminga in attack mode, and I like to see this. He's able to attack Rudy Gobert and finish all the way over him and basically dunk on his head, which was awesome to see. And I think those types of clips really showcase the athleticism of Jonathan Kuminga. But I think overall, if Warriors fans are going to see him on the Warriors having a very massive role, which I think we all hope for, we're going to have to make sure that he continues to make those three-point shots, able to play with Jimmy Butler in the starting lineup, and also make sure that he continues to work on the defensive end and the rebounding end to be a valuable and useful player. I really hope Jonathan Kuminga is on the Warriors next season, but I assume we'll hear more information throughout this offseason on whether or not he makes the cut. Thank you guys for watching.